everybody, thank you for joining us. This is a very important video that you're joining us on. This is going to be the video that's going to decide the future of this channel. But before we begin, why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves real quick. Let's start with Quinn.
Hello, I'm Quinn. I like to draw things. I like to play TTRPGs with my friends. I'm an overall silly, goofy guy. I have no experience doing any of this shit.
Silly, goofy guy on the resume.
Certified, actually.
Jeremy?
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I go by Balatro online. I am the author of this book. And I make battle maps, phased battle maps that change over the course of the encounter, and do TTRPG stuff. Used to do it on TikTok, but who knows what's going to happen to that because we are American.
And I am Seth, also known as Noctopus on any other social media, and we are the Saturday Morning Spellkids. And I mentioned earlier that this is going to be a very important video, and that is because we are going to be picking which TTRPG we're going to be playing for our longer campaign, as well as a few different systems for some shorter one-shots. And we've each picked a few different RPGs, and we're going to add them to this spinner wheel, and we're going to randomly pick which one we want to play. Our first choice picks are going to be added a few times, second choice pick only twice, and the third pick only be added once to add a little bit of weight to the wheel and influence more which the ones we're a little more excited to play. Jeremy, would you like to start us off?
Sure, yeah. Do we want to do one-shots or the system first?
Let's do the flagship, the main one first.
Okie dokie. My picks were D&D 5e for my number one pick. Because I have played it for almost 20 years and it's the one I know the best. And my second pick is Lancer, which is a combat sim mech-based sci-fi TTRPG set in a very far future sci-fi setting that encompasses a lot of the tropes of various sci-fi. And then my third pick is Cyber Plus Punk, which is a rules light, powered by the apocalypse like story-based cyberpunk game that focuses mostly on like one job, so I think that's probably going to be better for one-shots, but I do really want to try it, so it's on my main game list. Number 4 is Cyberpunk Red, which the three of us have played together for 2 years now, I think.
Something like
on
that.
On and off like 2 years.
Yeah.
Which
doesn't feel like 2 years.
Yeah, this will be a better way for us to make sure we keep playing it. Cyberpunk Red is kind of a sort of crunchy life sim type TRPG. I would describe it as that really gets granular with what it is that your character can do. And it's set in the same world as Cyberpunk 2077, which I really enjoy. And then my last one is D&D again, but this time the 2024 rules, the new rules. That's my picks for main game. Do we want to do all picks for main game? And then
we'll do main game picks first, okay. And then we'll move on to that after. Quinn.
Okay, so because I'm not as versed in TTRPGs as everybody else, I'm going to steal the descriptions that I wrote based off of what these guys gave to me for my top 5.
Okay.
So top 5, starting with number 1, D&D 5e, classic. You know, like this is how I met these guys. This is it's not how I met Jeremy. It's how I met Seth. And it's just, you know, a lot of memories. Everybody knows it. Classic. Okay. Number 2, Cyber plus PNK. Cyber plus Punk. Now, the biggest problem that we had with Cyberpunk Red was that it was too complicated. And like Jeremy said, we've been playing it for 2 years, but he didn't say that we've been playing it so sparsely that every time we pick up the books, we have to learn the rules
again. Learn
the
system over again, yeah.
And then it's just, you know, it's just a mess. So maybe an easier system.
I'm trying not to burn bridges with our Telsorian. Shout out Mike Pondsmith. If you need maps, hey!
I think by around the time that we kind of slowed down on playing that campaign, we had started to figure out a balance. balance.
Yes.
And I think if we had kept going, we would have eventually found that a real good rhythm.
I like it despite its
Yes.
flaws, much
Yeah,
like
same.
2077.
It is fun. It is fun figuring out the puzzle that is Cyberpunk Red, but I would like an easier version of it. So that's why Cyber plus Punk is there. Number 3, Eat the Reich. Now, I've been informed after the fact that this is a one-shot game, but you know what? We make things work here. Now, our description for it is... Where is it? Please hold. Vampire Nazi killers. That's all you need to know about it. Honestly, that should sell you on it alone. Number 4, I added this last minute. Final Girls. So this is like
Final
a slasher TTRPG where you play as Final Girls and the,
Final Girl.
Final Girls. And you're just in like a slasher world and you have to figure out who the slasher is and survive.
That's kind of sick.
Which seems really fun. And then Scrum and Villainy, which is Blades in the Dark but space. Hello? Does it need any more explanation?
Well, I've already tried that one too. I played that.
Oh, okay, whatever.
No. I think it's good.
No, it's fine.
I am
Fine.
vouching for it, bro.
That's my
okay.
top 5.
Those are your 5. Okay, and then for mine, my first pick is a game called Salvage Union. This is one that I've been harping on to these two for a while now. Salvage Union, it's basically it's a post-apocalyptic game where you go out in these big salvage mechs to collect scrap that you bring back to your home base, which is called a Union crawler.
Rules Light Lancer sort of thing.
Kind of a rules light lancer. I would also
Love a mech.
I love a mech. And these mechs, they don't look like your standard bipedal like Gundams or anything. I think one of them is like an aircraft carrier.
Cool.
It's an aircraft carrier with legs.
Really pushing the line of what qualifies as a mech, huh?
How customizable is it though? Can I have like a cute girly pop, like pink? Yeah, like
I mean-
Gundam with the nails out and the big lips, like huge lashes on the headlights.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Put that
Nothing
in my top 5.
nothing
in.
you said is a no. My second pick is The Wild Sea. The Wild Sea is another post-apocalyptic game, but in this one, the world's oceans have kind of dried up, and in place of it are these like vast expanses of forests and airships that like comb the tops of the canopies with chainsaws at the bottom. And that one looked really interesting. I don't
remember
have
when
that.
that one got kickstarted.
Yeah, I saw it at Gen Con, and it looked really interesting, but I didn't pick it up, and I'm kind of kicking myself for that. I don't know if
It's
it was.
got some really unique like creatures and races in that setting that they.
Yeah, I saw like cactus people and things like that, or like rope golems, which I thought was kind of cool. My third pick is Long Shot City, and Long Shot City is based on Troika, which I haven't played, but I do have the books for. It is a superhero system based on the Troika system, which I have not played yet. What's that?
What's Troika?
Oh,
Troika.
Troika.
is...
I have a quick description. Labyrinth, starring David Bowie.
Yeah, I mean,
So, like literally, or?
it's all very surreal looking, and there's like a lot of weird classes in it, like Befouler of Pawns.
That's a class.
That's a class. Like, I don't understand like what any of that means. It's very surreal. Demon Stalker, Claviger, Epopt,
Demon Stalker.
the Fellowship of Nidos. I'm like,
I fucks
I
with
don't.
it. That's kind of cool.
But that's for the standard Troika campaign. There's also the superhero one that has all like different tropes for superheroes.
I'm down for superheroes. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that one I think would be a lot of fun.
Masks.
After that is Kids on Brooms, which we did play before with everyone else. And that
Main
one,
game, huh?
what's that?
I said you want to do that one as a main game, huh?
As a campaign? Okay, when we first played it, Nicolas Cage's finishing school for
It was
Wizards or whatever.
good.
It was good.
It was good.
I'm
but
just saying the game was so good
My
that the
character
pier fell in
was
the
a-
water. So
My character was so good.
But yeah, I think that one would be a lot of fun to play for a full length campaign if we take it a little bit more
Oh
seriously.
no, we're going straight back to Nicolas Cage's story.
We're picking up on episode 2. Not explaining anything. The audience gets to learn about Nicolas Cage being Dumbledore in real time.
Yes.
And only watching his own movies. It's a lot of inside jokes that I don't want to get into. But after that, I also picked Lancer because I thought that one would be a lot of fun.
Wow, this guy said
Metal.
no D&D.
I know.
Yeah,
This
well,
guy said Wizards of
He's
the
like-
what?
we have
Why
2
not,
people
like,
who picked. There's
Other.
D&D is
podcast.
on this wheel 6 times. So it's very possible we're going to be playing D&D. So we're gonna roll this one more time. We've replaced Eat the Reich on here with something else. And here we go. This one.
The spin.
Real
This
one.
one's for reals.
This one. Oh.
Famous last words.
Oh.
Lancer!
Lancer! What's wrong, Quinn? What's the matter? Are there some feelings you'd like to convey?
I'm so bad at math.
Here's is what I'll say about all of that is that I think I haven't explored it fully, but the CompCon resource might take care of a lot of this for us. A lot of maybe the math. Like I know that Roll20 has all like the automatic roll things for your character sheet or whatever. CompCon might have that too. I'm not sure.
Since we're all 3 approaching this game for never having played it before. And I think that if we allow ourselves the grace of it up for a while, that it will be fun. I think no matter what, it's going to be a good time.
Oh, it's gonna be fun no matter what.
Yeah.
It's us.
And next, we're going to be picking 5 different one-shot TTRPGs to be playing. Quinn, would you like to go first? I'll go second. Jeremy can round us off.
Oh, okay. 1 second, please.
Mhm.
All right. So my one shots. I've edited a little bit again. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm very indecisive. All right. Okay. Number 1, Worldwide Wrestling. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but you just play as wrestlers, right? That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Self-explanatory. And then I actually added Troika as my number 2. Description being Labyrinth, starring David Bowie. And I think it's because it's whimsical and a little surreal adventure, which sounds fun.
Do love a whimsy.
And then for number 3, I have Shadowrun, which is cyberpunk but noir, and we love a good noir story.
And
I
it's
don't know if
fantasy.
it's
Yeah.
Orcs
I
and
don't know if
elves and
it's the
stuff.
same like kind of system as cyberpunk, or if it's just like
I think it's like a
Noir.
Pathfinder D&D 3.5 sort of deal.
okay. And then
I could be wrong. I actually have never played it.
number 4 is Ryutama, which is the Ghibli like slice of life TTRPG, which I think could be really fun.
I think that'd be fun.
And then number 5, I have Ida's Guide, which is
Oh, boy.
Jeremy's own world, and I did a birthday one-shot once, and that thing lives on in my brain for fucking ever. So I would love to do another one of those again.
That's not fair. I never played an Anida's Guide one shot.
Well,
Well, put it on your list.
put it on your fucking list.
Nah,
That's
I
what
got
my mouth is.
I got others.
No, I got better
I
ones.
got it's fine.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay, so for mine, I also had Worldwide Wrestling because
Oh,
managing a wrestling
boy.
franchise sounds.
that's a lot on there. I don't know anything about wrestling.
Here's the
I
thing.
don't either, but we don't need to.
Oh boy.
Here's the thing. I also don't. Well, I think either of us could run the one shots. I would not mind running a wrestling one shot.
If we do wrestling, I'm gonna my wrestler. If we're playing as wrestlers, right? In that.
You play as the wrestlers, but it's like you also play outside the ring and like outside the your real life.
Oh,
and
interesting.
You're
Okay.
managing. You're actually running the franchise, and so
Interesting.
yeah. It's
I'm
not
gonna
like
be,
all the drama is in the ring is real and only exists in the ring.
It's worldwide. It's everywhere.
But I, not to pull out our guest list already, but I would love to have David on for that one.
David,
I think
Van
David
would
would
also be
love
a
to
good
play
guest
that
for
one.
that.
I
Who?
don't know David, but he sounds cool.
David loves wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. My second one is Honey Heist.
Ooh,
This is
good
one that I've
choice.
talked to you guys before.
Oh
But
my
this will
god, the
be cyberpunk themed honey heist.
That's so low! Under the Worldwide?
Yeah.
Oh man, we're coming back to that. Even if this doesn't happen for this, that is on the horizon no
Yeah.
matter
Well,
what.
we're picking 5 of them. Or 4 now. But yeah, I think that would be a whole lot of fun. I've already imagined the whole one shot and like all the mapping to different things.
Oh my god.
That's
Third is Tales from the Loop.
Ooh.
We played Tales from the Loop with Tiffany and Matt before. That one was a lot of fun. I don't think we ever got to finish it, unfortunately. But I loved world building. The town of Bright Ray I use that in every possible game where a town is necessary for my backstory. And I love that. Tales from the Loop is basically Stranger Things. It's Stranger Things, but a little more kid-friendly. The kids don't die or nothing like that.
Right.
spoilers.
My fourth one is Vast Grim,
Oh.
Fast Grim.
which is eldritch space horror. I've never played a horror game before. I would love to run a horror one shot. I've never like told a scary story or like tried to jump scare anyone before. So
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
oh, have you played Vast Grim?
No, I've
Or
done.
just
I've done
being a horror.
I've done horror as one. shot.
Oh, yeah. That sounds exciting. I'd love to try that. And finally, rounding off my list is Maharlika, which I told you about very briefly. It's a Filipino lore-inspired mech RPG,
Okay, cool.
which I think which it's just like really weird. It's
He's mech pilled.
yeah, I am sorry. Mechs are just my jam.
No one is more
always.
mech-pilled than Seth.
Oh yeah, I've got opinions that I think a lot of people would not appreciate.
looks at Gundam.
Looks at Gundam. But those are my 5.
Okay.
Jeremy, you're up next.
Yeah. So my number 1, because it's designed to be a one-shot sort of system, but I am very excited to try it. Is Cyber plus Punk again. That would probably be more of like a one last job sort of story with that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already described that. So Cyber plus Punk is basically Rules Light, Cyberpunk Red, powered by the Apocalypse style. My second one is my book, Ida's Guide. Specifically in that it's going to be a murder mystery at a castle that everyone has been invited to. It's called Murder at Castle Kradston. It's the one shot at the back of Ida's Guide. So that's my number 2, and that's D&D. My number 3 is going to be D&D 5e 2024 edition.
That's your third?
That's my third, yeah.
Okay.
My number 4 is going to be Mouse Ritter. So Mouse Ritter is a hero mouse sort of Redwall kind of story. And that system is really unique. It's a inventory-based system where you don't have classes or abilities. Everything you do is based off of the items that you're carrying, and that includes your experience. So the story essentially is mice go out from the mouse city trying to find treasure and stuff to bring back. They can only carry so much, and they have to use some of it during the adventure. And what you bring back is how well you did in that adventure, basically. So it's like borrowers, basically, but you're playing as mice.
That sounds awesome.
It's really, really fun. And then my last one is going to be Cyberpunk Red, which is a crunchy cyberpunk system set in the 2077 universe.
He's cyberpunk pilled.
I'm
Everyone's
cyber.
got their preferences.
Got our things.
Okay, I think that's all of them then. Ready for we're pulling this one 4 times. Ready?
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to remove them from the list if they get picked. So,
Great.
all right.
So-
First up,
Oh.
we got Cyberpunk. We got Cyberpunk. We got
Yeah!
Honey Heist. We're Honey Heisting.
Oh my god, I was gonna be
fun.
so sad if we didn't get to do that one.
The stress is gone. We've removed that. We know what's going to happen now.
Woo! Oh man, now I gotta think of my cyber.
All right, second one. We got D&D. We got a
D&D?
solid pick.
Oh.
A solid pick.
Alright.
Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it.
Cool.
2024 specifically.
That's
Yeah.
the new mechanics.
Yeah.
I'll get
I was
that.
actually just watching a Ginny D video about the Bastions.
Oh, that's
which,
interesting.
Yeah, I like having like home base mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
All right, third spin. We're wrestling.
Oh no.
We're wrestling, baby.
Oh man. Okay. All right. I'm happy.
I'll run it. I don't mind it. I have the book. I've been reading it.
Jeremy, you just have to punch people and
Yeah.
put them in a headlock. It's not that hard.
Just
You watch me do it throughout the whole Cyberpunk campaign.
yeah, all I gotta do is blow someone's head up
But
with
they
your
gotta be like
fists.
pretty strong ladies. Okay. Well, they're gonna be strong ladies. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
if you wanna-
I'm
a
in.
if you wanna-
Japanese like rock girl group.
Oh, yeah,
that
you
are
wanna do
also wrestlers.
that Japanese
on.
hard
Now-
style.
Now, okay, you're bringing me in. You're bringing me in.
Yeah.
Get some whirling candy in there. Have you seen that? It's my favorite move. It's the coolest. And this for our final one.
Oh, this is like a lot of the one picks.
Yeah,
What is it?
we're doing Shadowrun.
Shadowrun. Okay.
Shadowrun one
interesting.
shot. I don't think I've ever
Yay.
played. I've only ever played the video game. I've never played the RPG.
Shadowrun
the
is
TTRPG.
such an interesting pick because it's kind of fallen out of fashion. Like the system and the game has kind of like faded back into the shadows. So I'm really excited to explore.
Like a noir.
But yeah, I'm excited to play that one. I have not played Shadowrun in any capacity in several years. So I remember playing it and it was fun before the game bricked. I just decided never to try it again.
Ooh. Okay.
Uh,
Fun.
But those are our four. So our main campaign is gonna be Lancer, and then we have a Honey Heist. We have a D&D one shot, a Worldwide Wrestling one shot, a Shadowrun one shot, and Eat the Reich one shot.
Yay!
Very cool.
All right.
Exciting.
Then I think that's all for us today. I think the next video potentially will be our session 0 for the Lancer campaign. Until then,
I'm
yeah.
already cooking.
yeah.
Yay! I
All
don't know
right.
anything about it.
We'll figure it out.
Yay!
Yay.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, we would really appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, or leave a comment. It really goes a long way to helping us grow this channel, if for no other reason besides the fact that it makes us feel good. See you next time.